Hello everyone and welcome to Vampire the Regicide. This is a game where like someone has been murdered. It's like a I don't know. We try to figure out who murdered him. So let's just start with glossary. Oh, there's a glossary, guys. Oh god. Okay, start. Content warnings, guys. This game contains setting, typical amounts of violence and blood, as well as brief instances that can trigger scopophobia. If you don't like that, guys, please leave. Yeah. So bye bye. You know, Miss Mikael, you are dead. Shit! It has been 2 years since you awoke to a secret world of darkness. Your memory from your time alive has been shattered. All you have is on death. Let me be closer. And the work. Your sire, Ulrich, has been training you as a hound, a supernatural investigator serving under him. Your city, Krakow, is that Polish? Falls under the dominion of Camarilla, the largest and most powerful of the vampire sects. Together, most vampires referred to as kindred, enforced masquerade, a global deception meant to keep kindred society a secret from the mortal world. Okay, we're secret, but all you know is the work. Ooh, okay. You stand in the room, hazy, like a memory viewed through squinted eyes. Distant, muffled shouts come from somewhere outside the walls. You've dreamed of this place dozens of times now. You don't know where it is, only that it is yours. Pick up the item. You turn to the item in your hand. It is a comforting, familiar rate. This is so vague, smooth and flat. You know that when you wake up, you won't remember what it is. You never do. If nothing better to do, you wander the unfocused room. But footsteps echoing on the tiles. Marble. Nothing, apparently. Trying to trick yourself into knowing more details won't work. As you walk on the frustratingly indeterminate floor, a second pair of footsteps sounds off behind you. You know who it is. A friend. Trusted. Turn to face them. You turn, but the footsteps are still behind you. You turn again and again. The footsteps remain behind you. Okay, that's a bit weird. The steps stop, close behind you, too close. You say something, you feel the rumble of your words in your chest, but their meaning is lost. They come even closer, put a hand on your shoulder. They get stabbed. The blunt, staring pain just under your shoulder blade. I just got stabbed! Oh! This art is so cool. When you look down, the tip of a stake has punched all the way through your chest. Bright blood glints with perfect clarity on the polished wood. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, Mick. What? Mick, you're back in the apartment, still enclosed from last night's stakeout. You didn't even have time to change out of them before day sleep took you. Day sleep. Your sire stands over you, a concerned look on his face. Another dream? Like your chest still hurts when the stake went through. You nod. Wait, where's the glossary? What was I looking for? There's so many. Hand? No. I don't think it's in here. Sire, I was looking for sire. Your chest still hurts. Yeah. I got staked this time. Oh, by who? Not sure. A friend, I think. They kept saying they were sorry. Did you believe them? No. Obviously not. If they were really sorry, they wouldn't have done it. Eric nods, like he's been expecting that answer. Well, now you're up. I suppose you'll be getting to work then. I probably should. I feel like I'm really close to finding out who's been writing that fanfiction. Huh? Yes. I'm a masquerade creature. To think all of vampiric society hinges on a single fantic net user. Children these days, they confuse the hell out of me. What have you figured out so far? I don't think I posted as kindred. Some of the posts are during daylight hours. I suspect maybe an ex-school, or maybe it's just someone who wasn't memory wiped properly. Ex-school? Exciting. Are you sure you don't want my help on this one? Maybe. Maybe? This is my first solo race. Good. Then it'll be all more rewarding when you solve it yourself. I have great faith in you, Mick. Now go on. Now go on. I'll be waiting here for you when you return. Mick. Okay. So that's my nickname. You nod and smile and make your way out. You spend the night doing what you do your best. 2 years since your embrace and no memories of the time before, and still you know one thing. You're good at this work. As the hours fly by, the leads fall into each other and you find yourself close. You're on the way to okay, so I'm like a detective. You're on your way to your target's address when you pass by the Islium building. It looks golden in an evening like this. You take a moment to breathe it in. You take a moment to try and feel normal. Mick, oh thank god I found you. Eric, what are you doing here? Mick, something's happened. You need to come with me right now. The prince has been murdered. Breen has summoned us. The prince has been murdered! What? You can hardly believe it. It does seem like you had a dream again. How was he killed? Our esteemed Seneschal didn't die in say, right? What the dreams are, I don't know. Maybe I'm developing Asperex or something? Wait, what does the word mean? A discipline that's characterized by heightened senses, our reading and glimpses into the past and future. A new hacking piece. There's so many words I have to learn. Okay. Like vision of the future. That's something Asperex uses against sometimes, right? Eric frowns. We're Ventrue, Mikael. We don't get that power normally. Ventrue from Overwatch? No, it's spelled differently. Ventrue. A common name for the natural and effortless talents of leaders of a person's instance of control. So we're a leader, okay. Wait, what? They can feed from mortals who match their type. Oh! They're cursed with a particular pickiness when it comes to blood. Okay. You didn't blood bond to yourself to someone, did you? Blood bond? A bond formed through drinking the blood of a vampire, and the mortals blood bond will result in heightened feelings of affection and loyalty toward the vampire. Vampires experience the same effects, however, they won't be able to gain access to disciplines they wouldn't. Wait, what? For example, Nufsers, they do not usually have access to dominate. But if they drink the blood of a vampire who has dominate naturally, though. Oh, okay, I get it. Of course not. The tension in the shoulders releases a fraction. Developing aspects on your own is rare, but not unheard of, I guess. Let's get to Alexander's office if you didn't see if you're psychic then. Prince Aleksander held his court in the confines of the Palace Suzuki with Krakow. This is like Polish, right? They play at Palace of Fine Arts. His office sat on the upper floors of the building, while his meeting grounds, his Elysium, rests in the lower levels. Bro, these words are confusing. As is the case with all familiar Elysiums, the rules are simple. Obey your prince, use your disciplines, and mind your manners. Okay, fairs. Night 1, the prince's office, 5:30 a.m. Great. Immediately upon entering the room, you're struck with the smell of ash and smoldering bone. Ash and smoldering bone, so like burnt. It was burnt. It's sickening. A violent urge creeps up your throat, just barely smothered. The voice of a beast grates in your mind. Run. There's nothing here for you, my friend. Nothing but the grave. The fuck? It's still difficult to get used to it. Your animal instincts given power, given voice. You still yourself and make your way further in. The room is lavish, decorated with old books and fine words. A collection of antique death masks line the wall closest to the prince's desk. So, what is the beast? The animal. Okay, so that's the animal. That's the wolf in me, bro. Various other luxuries and niceties lay strewn on the floor, about the floor. The ancient redwood desk is split into a powerful strike delivered to it from above. Next to it is a charred skeleton, bones far too aged to belong to anyone other than kindred. Its severed head rests a few feet away from its neck. What? Wait. Far too aged. So it's severed. A severed head, and it got burnt. So we're gonna put our thinking. No, fuck. We're gonna put our thinking. No, that's not thinking. That's what? That's Nick. Is that? No. Yeah, that is. Okay. We're gonna put our magnifying glass on. What, beheading? Oh, what? Oh. I glanced your way. You shake your head. There was nothing about beheading in your dream. Brian, Prince Aleksander Seneschal and a left-handed woman is already in the city when you arrive, coldly regarding the scene before her. Seneschal? Primogen? Did I just see Primogen? Primogen? Leader of a clan in any given city. Okay. What was it? Seneschal. A person with the command. Okay, princess second in command. At the other end of the room stands Kira, Alexander's only child. She's older than you, but not saying much. Child? There's nothing about that. Is this child? At hardly 15 years into immortality, she's still outranked by everyone else here. She didn't look up from the skeleton when you entered the room. Bryn? Alric, what a pleasant surprise. Surprise, you sent for me. Actually, that was at my request. Kira steps away from the wall. I sent for you both as soon as I found him. You're being locked on this particular investigation, Alric. You have to be joking. You may be Seneschal, but I'm still Sheriff, Bryn, and you're not Prince yet. Yes, the Sheriff of the past of betraying every prince he served. What would this one be? Your third dead prince? Should defend him, guys. I mean, if you have a history, like, that's kind of bait, you know? Like, that's kind of bait. But I will defend you because you seem nice to me. Yeah. Alexander kept him bloodbound. What? Bloodbound? Wait, what? Bloodbound? Alexander kept him bloodbound. He knew he couldn't have done this. Eric, you would have done well to control your spawn. After all, there are laws against talking back to your elders. This is such a sad society. Mikael's a hound. If he weren't allowed to investigate his elders, he wouldn't be a very effective investigator, would he? Yeah, corruption. Brittany's lips twitch. Regardless, I understand for a known traitor investigating on Prince's murder. I assume you like to handle this on your own then. Do you doubt I could? You know it's not about capability. Alexander paired us together to curb your Eric pauses, making a point to take his time while finding a diplomatic way to phrase it. Traditionalist tendencies. Alexander has been murdered, Eric. Tradition is exactly what we... Enough, both of you. Brittany shoots at Kira a major look. Kira ignores it. Brittany's right. Bound or not, Eric's past won't inspire confidence. But Eric is right too. My sire made you work together for a reason. Neither you can be involved in this alone. Which is why Brittany has granted me the role of Hacking Hound. You're joking. You have no experience. I do. Everyone's eyes turned to you. I've been helping Eric with his duties as sheriff ever since he embraced me. Embraced me? I got embraced? Embraced? Is there anything about that? What? Embraced me? I've been a hound for as long as I can remember. Please, you were embraced last month. 2 years ago, actually. Brian levels you with a hard look. The fact that you think there's a difference only proves my point. She sighs. One representative of yours, one of mine, just like Alexander would have liked. And I suppose this was your idea, Breen. I chose mine. Oh, fuck. I chose mine. I can see you two might have trouble getting along, so I remove you both from the equation. Bryn already proved a decision, and her authority trumps yours in this matter. But I see you either send your hound in your place, or you don't participate at all. Either one is good for me. So what will it be? I cross his arm, thinking. Mikael is good at his job. I know you'll be looking for the truth, Kira. Everyone else will know that too. Any perceived bias you might have as my child will be balanced out. I'll accept that arrangement. Bryn grins, far too right to be genuine. Very well. You two will report back to me with your findings. I will make the final judgment. I'd like to be kept informed as well. You shoot a sharp glance at Brian. We may have to tread carefully, Mikael. Okay. Eric and Brittany make their way to the door before Eric turns to face you one more time. Good luck, Mikael. Okay. He leaves and you and Kira are alone with the body. Without Brian and Orc arguing, the stony silence quickly becomes unbearable. Hi. I'm Mikael, by the way. I know, Kira. Right. So much for small talk. Has anyone else been in here since the murder? Only me. Camera feeds were shut down around 3:15 in the morning. I don't turn back on as soon as I arrived and found them off. That would have been around 4:50, so the time of death is estimated 3:15 to 4:50. Brian was here as well, but I watched her the entire time. Kira's gaze strays from you to the charred corpse. She looks away just as quick. Security says they only logged 2 entries to the building, but between the time the camera went off and I arrived, whoever killed Alexander must have done it then. There are prime suspects. Kira shifts her weight uncomfortably. The two of you have tagged so far are Bryn as Seneschal and Shredder, the keeper of Elysium. So far, I'm not convinced it's going to be that simple for us. Ask about Bryn. Tell me about Bryn. She's from Clan Asimite, right? Kira gives you a quizzical look. Asimite, you mean Ban Hickam? Are they not the same thing? Maybe in the same way that the internet is the same way as it was in the 90s. They changed with the times. Fine. Ban Hickam. Hakim. Whoever she is, what's your read on her? Kira pauses, picking over her words carefully. Bryn is clever. She's seen a lot, and she's gonna do good for a lot of good for the city. Her reforms and advice have gone a long way to securing the city from the Sabbath. Okay, so Ban Hakim is a clan. Draconic sense of justice and ability assassins. Okay. There used to be assassins. I don't think an assassin would make the child's body, but you know, you can't rule her off. Sabbath? No, okay, but the Sabbath use no. She embrace. Oh, okay. But she's a traditionalist, still holds onto some of the ideas of the lower and higher clans from the Dark Ages. Okay. Brittany knows how to play people to get what she wants. Alexander spent a lot of time keeping her prejudice in check. Now that he's gone, she glances away, searching for something to put her eyes onto. Things are going to be easier for her now. Ask about Shredder. What about Shredder? It's not exactly common to have someone from Clan Ravenous as for your Elysium keeper. The fuck are these words, man? Okay, Elysium. Place like Prince's court. Some Elysium of bare burned affairs. Okay, this is court. So meetings. Elysium. So meeting keeper. Where else is keeper? Okay. Keep the peace. Okay. And the other one started with R, I think. Ravenous? Trickery. Often shunned from society. Okay. But that's a stereotype. I don't want to judge. Ravenous may have a bad reputation, but I can't say much about Shredder specifically. I know they used to work for the Sabbath. That's all I have. Sabbath. You know the Sabbath. A faction of fanatical vampire supremists that once rivaled the Camellia. It's considered impolite to mention them in pleasant company. Alexander had 2 ex-Sabbath in court. His court, that sounds dangerous. Risky. So, who was the 2? Kira nods. Alexander took a lot of risks. Your mentor was Sabbath once. You never trust him? Of course I do. Okay. There's no difference. The Sabbath are frantics. fanatics. They are our enemy. I can't say that I trust either of them, especially now, but I trusted the prince, and he believed that the two of them had proved themselves. He took a moment to consider that, well, Ulrich doesn't like to talk about his time in the Sabbath. Okay. Oh, no, he hates them. The things they do that had them do so on him. So he hates, okay. Past, oh my god, my brain's not braining, you know. Okay, so they got free. I see. Okay. Okay. I got it. Ulrich was blood bonded to the prince's insurance. Is that the same true for a shredder? But to my knowledge, if Alexander had leverage on them, he never told me. Okay, so Eric was blood bonded to keep him in check. Okay. Are you alright? Kira throws her brown at you. Her face is approaching a scowl. What's that supposed to mean? It can't be easy being assigned to this. Nothing. It just can't be easy being here is all. I can handle it. I know. You wouldn't be here if you couldn't. Eyes touch your face. Are this a lie? It's impossible to say. The eyes drop to the rune desk. Her hand trails over not in a word, barely noticeable. He didn't force me to keep the bond, you know? Like some size would. He chose me because he trusted me, because he knew I could. He seems like a nice guy. She pauses and lets out a long tight sigh. You're right. I don't think I've ever done anything harder. Maybe I never will again. I appreciate your concern, but we have a job to do. Where do you think we should start? Alright, where do you think we should start? Oh my god, Kira frowns at the skeleton. We should examine the body, except figuring out exactly how he was killed will help us narrow down what even could have pulled this off. She takes a moment to look around the corners of the room. We should also search the study for anything that might point us to why he was killed, beyond a simple power play. You don't think this was about the throne? I didn't say that. I'm not yet convinced this was about secession, that's all. You nod to her. Anything else? Alexander might have personal files somewhere in here that could put us to one suspect or another. I'll take a look at those if you can find them. Agreed. That's fine. Okay, let's get started. You make your way to the center of the room. Let's inspect the carnage. Look around the rest of the room. Books are torn in half. Okay. There are several fist-sized holes in the wall. Okay. And the desk is split in half right in the middle. Alexander was Bruja, wasn't he? Bruja? Kind known for their physical prowess, charisma, and passion. Yes. Looks like they had one hell of a fight. Kira crashes down and picks up a piece of broken bookshelf. You shake your head. Hard to believe a ravenous could do this. Hard to believe a burning Hickam could either. So they are far older than us. Who knows what disciplines or tricks they might have picked up. You get the impression you're missing something. Maybe this won't make sense after you look around some more. Which room? You spend several minutes going through drawers and pulling books from the shelves, looking for any kind of documentation that might implicate one of your suspects. Let's look at the desk. You make your way over to what was left of the prince's desk. The woodwork on it must have been exquisite. Now it's just splinters. Thumbing around, you search what remains of the desk drawers. A few torn pieces of paper, shipping reports, and documents that you and Ulrich wrote for him. There's nothing of value here. I think I found something. You stand up and cross the room to get to Kira. She's crouched by a small safe in the corner of the room, well hidden and left slightly ajar. What have we got? She opens the safe, right enough. Okay, what was we didn't find anything, right? Yeah. Okay. She opens the safe door right enough for you to see inside. Cold air flows outward, clouding up and dancing out in the warm light of the room's lamps. Blood. You know what it is even before she said it. Even through the thick plastic, the blood bag scent lays thick on your tongue. Oh my god. Your stomach lurches to your throat with that familiar feeling of ravenous disgust. Bagged blood? Is this Shredder's special mix? Alexander would have been too old to drink cold blood like this otherwise. If I open one, do you think you can control yourself? I doubt it's my type. Looks like you're confused. I'm Ventrue, Kira. I can only have certain kinds of blood without vomiting, like eaters and all that. Realization dawns. That's right, I forgot that Eric is a pauper. It's rare to see a Ventrue in this role of sheriff. Pauper, you're unfamiliar with that term. What's a pauper? Kira looks confused. Pauper, like a Ventrue who's never been a prince? She's scanning your face for any sign of recognition. She seems surprised to find none. I just heard it somewhere. Let's move on. Okay. Ventrue who's never been a prince. Okay. Decide that's probably for best. Oh my god, there's hair in my setup. Right. Well, Eric had a lot to do under the Sabbath. It was hard for him to push past his blood bond to them. But with the skills he picked up, the prince thought he would make a good sheriff. Blood bonds carry strong supernatural rate. He must have really suffered to muster the willpower to get free. Ow, okay. Kira opens a bag of blood. The smell is a rush. It makes you hungry. It makes you gag. What does Shredder do to these things? She ignores your question and sniffs the bag. Let's look closer at the fridge. The fridge is only missing one bag, besides the one just opened. It must have been restocked very recently. Could those have been poison? Is that even possible? I don't know. But bags from Alexander's stash before. It smells different. You had bags? Could Shredder have tempered to the usual mix? There'd be They'd be the most likely to have access, and who knows what their mixes can do at the worst. Kira pours a bag of blood into the empty vase nearby and walks back to the center of the room. The sickening smell lingers in the air, clinging to you every time you pass by the vase. The bookshelf? You search the bookshelf thoroughly, pulling out what you can find and flipping through the pages. Histories, comedies, and tragedies, real and imagined, new and old, for the shelves. So I'm eating. Eating for the Godot! It's not until you pull out a copy of Waiting for Godot that you spot a small slip of paper, been finely pressed and signed with the most elegant handwriting you've ever seen. Oleg. I think I found something. Kira stumbles over a broken lamp to get it to you. You hold the slip of paper for her. She squints at it, brow furrowing. Oleg, the prima gem for the Nuffbatal in the city? I think this book is Oleg's. I think this book might be the prima gem, ridiculous. Kira shakes her head. No, Oleg rarely leaves the wardens. He butts heads with... She guesses himself. He used to butt heads with the prince often. So now I gift them. But besides this slip of paper separate from the book, not a marking, maybe a message. Oh, I'm stupid, guys. Maybe for Godot. Maybe they were going to me. Does that seem in character for Oleg, leaving a secret message in the book? Yes, from what little I know of him. He's got the paper. We're missing something. I'm adding Oleg to our suspect list. Agreed, it's worth interrogating him at least. Kira grimaces. The secret meeting with the Primogen revealed on the night the prince was murdered. Unfortunately, the plot thickens. Investigate the body. Oh my god, guys, what the hell? Make your way over to the charred corpse. The closer you get, the more you feel your beast stir. Run. You stay strong and crouch down alongside what's left of Alexander's body. Kira joined you. Let's inspect the bones. You run your hand gently across the scorched bone. Upon final death, the bones look like they burst into cold flame. Cold flame! Returning to the age they would have been, had they never reached immortality. The same fate that erased even the oldest of you. There's very little to say. The burning has been disturbed any markings or runes that might have been useful. Inspect the neck. You trace your finger up the corpse's collarbone and run it along the spinal cord, right where it was severed. It's jagged, but only slightly torn, so cut, not torn. There are cut marks in the bone. It's clean, one motion, loss of force. Kira looks up at you, her eyes wide. You can tell all that? This time it's your turn to frown. This isn't my first body. Right. So, it's clean, one motion, loss of force. So it must be someone who's strong. She decides to change the subject. Clean cut marks, loss of force. That suggests a bladed weapon and access to potence. Confirms some suspicions. There's no doubt this was premeditated. Kira takes a moment to review her thoughts. Unless could a claw have made a cut? You feel the marks again, closing your eyes and do your best to visualize the grooves. The bone chipping as the sharp blurting cracks through it. There's a fracture that leaves doing it. I don't think so. The cut is rough, but it's still too clean for claws. Leverage was applied to it in a way you couldn't get with them. She nods, deferring to your experience. You have trouble finding anything more and decide to move on. Inspect the head? You move over to the head. Kira has some trouble keeping her eyes focused on it. There's little of a note except its fangs aren't retracted. Kira focuses her attention onto the skull. He might have... Aren't retracted? He wasn't feeding then, was he? He might have hurt his attacker. He was trying to fight back, he might have bitten his attacker, meaning his attacker might have been hurt. Kira nods. Takes a lot of blood and time to heal a bite. So we're looking for a kindred with a wound, or who's trying to heal a wound fast. You've got something there. The odds of you catching the killer before they heal is unlikely. The odds of them being able to feed as much as they'll need to without leaving a trace, you like those odds a lot more. Let's touch, okay? If you could gain insight into what happened in the room last night, like you've heard aspect users doing, that would be invaluable here. That dream, if I really am developing aspects, decide to give it a shot, see how far you can push it. Reach out and touch the bones, closing your eyes and attempting to channel the blood. The vein in your veins start to boil. But nothing comes. You're only left with a deafening silence. I think we're done here. This time I take a step away from it all. Kira gets up to join you. It's pretty late, we should call it a night. I'm not sure that anything else we'll find here. You did good. You make a good hound. She's caught off guard by that. I agree, unfortunately I excel in crisis. No short of those in undeath. And undeath, that's such a funny word. Seems you're fated to excel. Pity. She shuffles uncomfortably. Thank you, Mikael. You nod politely. We have a lot of work to do tomorrow night. Before the senior elders are expecting our reports. Agreed. I'll my information, we'll be in touch. Okay, I think I'll probably do it. Okay. With that, Kira leaves. Night 1, Eric's apartment. 6 a.m. Hi! We return to home. Eric is in the kitchen reading a copy of Lacquer. His usual copy is far older than you, a first printing allegedly. The living binding is soft and well used, carefully maintained throughout the decades. This one is nearly identical, but less careworn. Its binding is stiff, like it hasn't been read in years. Have you always had two copies of that book? Eric looks up at you and smiles. This one isn't mine, it was a friend's. In the night, you and Kira talked about the time of the Sabbath. Everything you know that has been gleaned from off-handed mentions of the years. You never talked about it directly, and usually you don't want to bring up memories by asking. Last time, curiosity gets the better of you. A friend from the Sabbath operation? You wait for the quiet pour to fall over his face, like it always does. Last time he smiles fondly. No, this friend was from before. Aww. We were there before, back when neither of us was worth much. Oh my god. We were there together, back when neither of us was worth much of anything to anyone. I was just thinking of him today. Because of the book. But my voice is not okay. Much of dust bursts off the pages, drifting lazily in the air as he sets it down on the table. Let's leave it here or no there. Why don't you tell me, what you found tonight? You sat at the counter, mulling over what you have. The body? There wasn't much left to look at, but the cut through the neck was relatively clean. Not claws, then. No sign of a rogue gangrel, no. Eric raises a brow. Or a rogue Nosferatu? Oh, we'll get to the Ulag. But it looks like whoever it was, they used a blade. Probably poisonous too, to get a cloak that clean. They beheaded him in one hit, it looked like. The bug legs? We found some of Shredder's back in the office. That blood had been tampered with somehow. We think it was some kind of poison. Really? Was Kira the one that found that? I know the wrong blood can be distracting to you. She was. I could hardly stand being near it. The poison obviously wasn't what killed him. Why use a non-lethal dose? You shrug. The pills are strong. Maybe it would have been lethal. Or maybe it took too long to take effect. Either way, we know the killer had planned us. I struggle. You noticed the desk, right? The big one spent half in the middle of the room. I might have glanced at it. The holes in the wall. There was also a fountain pen. If we're just naming things in the room. I'm going somewhere with this. I'm going somewhere with this. Be patient, okay? Oh, fine. As I was saying, it looks like there's been a struggle. For someone to hold it only against Prince Aleksander. Either the attacker did damage to the room, or they were able to withstand attacks like that. No matter what, they wouldn't just need physical discipline. The prince made his name by driving out the Sabbath. Whoever killed him was experienced enough to survive him, and I doubt they got out unscathed. I see. So looking for a seasoned combatant with multiple physical disciplines, access to poison and the prince's blood sash, and a knife big enough to chop through the neck. Someone who might be injured or who recently went through a lot of blood to heal. They were near way to his office too. Either they were someone Alexander trusted or they had obfuscate. I assume you have suspects? You have Shredder. Shredder's an obvious choice. They provide blood for a lot of people, including the prince. They might not even need someone like Brandon to provide poison. If they figured out how to make the back blood satisfying, they might be able to make them in prison. I'm having trouble with a motive though. Shredder's ex-Sabbath too. Do you know anything about them? Eric sits back, arms crossed, eyes distant as he thinks back. Shredder isn't just ex-Sabbath, they were Inquisitor. Hunted Imperialist, if I remember right. Certainly one of the more morally defensive things you can do under the Sabbath. They didn't talk much. And Inquisitor, I never heard of them as tough, but if they're taking down German worshippers, there you go. You think they could follow the prince if it was weakened? This is so okay. My brain's braining. Okay, maybe, but I've never seen them overpower anyone like that. They seem to prefer misdirection. Not to say they don't have any tricks up their sleeve. They play things close to their chest, but I certainly haven't seen them slip up any. I guess all the damage could have been from the prince throwing them around. And Shredder has access to essentially unlimited blood. They could have easily healed any wounds they got from Circle. But why did they kill him? Didn't the prince offer them the same clemency you got? Gratitude isn't always a motivator others hoped it will be. And in Shredder's case, gratitude is all Alexander had to rely on. They didn't have Shredder under bloodborne like I was. That's what Kira suspected. Why the hell would the prince do that though? Shredder's been entrusted with Elysium, a blood supply. Alex shrugs. They must have had some sort of understanding. Up until the night, I would have told you that it looks like Alexander knew something we don't, but now, maybe he really was just too trusting. Relax. We found a note in a copy of rating for Godot for a secret meeting. You think he scheduled a murder attempt? There's only one way to make sure the victim shows up. Would Ulek have any reason to want the prince dead? He certainly hates the Camellia enough. He does? Could he do that? Hate the Camellia and still be a part of it? You'd be surprised. He doesn't talk to me much, but I've heard about how they honors him of his princedom. But the prince back when? God knows, you have to ask him. The Nazis underground in the ones, I guess. Then he calls out of there to talk to Alexander when he wants something anyway. Oh, you really don't like him. Alex sighs. Sorry, he's just not the most pleasant company. He's never expressed any outward resentment of Alexander himself, at least. But he talks enough about his damned princedom, and he might not need to resent Alexander to want to take his place. He will have popular support, but there's a lot of Nosferatu in the Aurorans. He may be able to stage a coup if you mobilize them. He has potions, obfuscate, maybe claws. Out of everyone, he has the best chance of having the to Alexander. Green? Green can make her own poison. She has access to Prince's office, and she probably has obfuscate. I've never seen her fight. What is obfuscate? What is that? Obfuscate. Discipline. Oh, go unnoticed. Okay, invisible. I've never seen her fight, but she always seems so confident she could take the role of sheriff. I assume she's good. We can hold her own. And she certainly has a motive. She respected Alexander well enough, but she never agreed with his acceptance of, well, a lot of things. I expect that was bad enough, but she felt that ex Sabbath and the ravenous. Alexander was never a traditional prince. He had a soft spot for strays. He thought people needed redemption. Braden always thought his idealism would be his downfall. I suppose in the end she was right. It's a shame. He believed so strongly that people could change the better. He was an admirable man, and the unwavering belief in others was by far what I admired most about him. You still think that now that your blood bond to him is gone? I resented the bond. The fair trade for I was given. I got to live. I got to use my skills for something good. I got you. Aww. All in all, it wasn't a bad deal. I believed he was a good man before in the bond, and I believe that now. Either way, guilty or not, the fact that Braden was right about Alexander Rill will make her dangerous. I fear what her influence might mean for the more vulnerable clans in the city. It seemed like you have a good set of suspects lined up. You and Kira did the good work. Eric stands from his stool in one smooth motion. It's always jarring to see him so still. For some reason, you expect him to have to stretch when he gets up, or stop to catch his breath when he laughs. Back when you first embraced, you thought it was just you getting used to on life, but the idea just struck. It'll be day soon. You should get ready to rest now. Braden has a gold rating outside. I'll send him back to tell her to gather the suspects at Elysium. Do you think she'll take it well that she's one of them? Eric's lips prick up in a mischievous smirk. Maybe we don't have to tell her just yet. How do we know if she'll show up then? Are you kidding? You think she'll miss the chance to take credit for your victory? No, she'll want to supervise. I guarantee it. Eric gives you one last smile before shutting the door behind him. I know you'll solve this case, Mick. His footsteps echoed down the hall, growing quieter and quieter until it's gone. Ooh, shit. Okay. It's getting real, bro. It's getting real. You open your eyes, you're in the room again. It's as blurry as ever. Your hand is the item. Look at the item. Your hand is your copy of Lurker you saw Eric reading. Soft, moonlight diffuses over the liver-bound cover. You see Eric's voice filtered into your dream. Now it seems like items from your waking hours are working their way into your dreams too. Your hands move of their own accord, flipping the pages open to a point halfway through the book. They're trapped in the style of a journal entry, written by an old clerk remembering his part in the revolutions of 1848. 1848? You sit down on the steps, reading. This book reminds you of a friend, just like it reminds Eric of his. You laugh. Obviously it reminds you of a friend. You only know about this book because of Eric. Read that again. You look up to see who spoke. It's somebody! Damn it. Night to Elysium, 6:30. Okay. So, guys, we're gonna stop this episode here. I know it's a bit early, but I have shit to do. So that was Jump Out to the Regicide. This was such an interesting start. Like, there's so many words I don't know, but I really like the world building right now. And apparently I don't know how many endings there are in this game. I forgot to do the content warning. I'll do that later. Okay, I love the artwork and I love how I don't know. We're doing something, bro. We're gonna try and figure out who murdered. I don't know who yet because I'm a bit confused. But I don't know. There's like a clan. There's clans. They have special stuff. I don't know who could have done it. Like who would have wanted to do that? And he was well liked too. He gave a lot of things with like politics and stuff. So we'll see in the next episode, and even the next episode of after that. So thank you all for watching. Say goodbye to me. I'll say goodbye.